Hey guys, welcome to another episode of YouTube. It is December the 9th, and today we're going to be taking a look at the price of Bitcoin, which I totally predicted in yesterday's video, and as well taking a little bit of a look at the US dollar index and stuff like that, guys. And if that sounds good to you, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and with that, let's get it. Alright guys, gonna start things off by taking another peek at my 4-hour Bitcoin chart here. And as you guys know, the last few videos I've been pointing out this bit of a purple trading range we're bouncing around in. And last night I actually pointed out that we may end up finding support along this purple trend line. I have adjusted it very slightly, but that's just because it's hard to be super pinpoint accurate when I'm trying to map out a daily or a 4-hour chart and kind of taking a look at the 15 minutes. So it might be very, very slightly different from a little bit of wiggle room there. But all in all, this is the exact same pattern, and we are exactly getting that bounce just like I figured we would. And guys, before I hop over to my 15-minute chart to just take a deeper dive into this and take a closer look, I just want to show this post that I made on Twitter earlier today. So if I hop over to my Twitter, guys, here, I posted this just a few hours ago. I said Bitcoin's in the process of testing an interesting level. Retest for a support flip, bang on this micro 382 fib pull. No promises, but I'm curious to see if this acts as a bounce point. And guys, that support flip I was looking for is this falling wedge that I actually pointed out in my video yesterday. I'm going to play a little clip of how I was looking at that last night and how I prepared to pounce on the market here and enter some trades. And also, after I pointed out this bit of a bounce point, I did keep everyone up to date about what happened there. This post about Bitcoin potentially finding a bounce point a few hours ago sure did age well, pinpoint accurate. And guys, that is absolutely pinpoint accurate. Let's take a look at my 15-minute. You can see here we actually tested this wedge a couple times, but where I was pointing out in that post was right here, right along that 382 fib line, and absolutely pinpoint accurate, you guys. Like, it can't get any more accurate than that. That was absolutely beautiful. So I don't know if any of you guys would have ended up playing that or anything. Obviously, do your own research. That's your own risk. You're the last one who has the final say on pulling the trigger on your trades. So just keep that in mind and always use proper bankroll management and that sort of stuff, guys. But yes, this absolutely played out perfectly. I can't lose on this position anymore. I actually entered yesterday. I'll play that clip from my video just to keep you guys up to date here. But I am starting to take profits here, guys, because as you can see here, we had a bit of support on this previous range over here. And you can see that's exactly where we're potentially topping out right now. I think there could be some gas left in the tank here, but I just always want to minimize my risk, guys, and I always want to lock in some profits. So that's just a beautiful take profit point on part of my position, and I'm going to let the rest ride at the break-even stop loss because, again, just minimizing my risk, you guys. Alright guys, I'm just gonna play that little clip from last night's video just to give you a little bit of insight how I was looking at the market conditions ahead of time. Because I think there's a good chance at that point that we would be continuing this trend higher, even if we were to bounce around in this wedge. I think there's a good chance that we are using this purple line as support and going to carry to the upside from there. So I actually, another thing that I have started doing is building a bit of a long position on my second trade account, and I started laddering in a position at 18.2K. And it's just a small position because if we drop, I want to add a little more, or if we start breaking patterns, I want to start adding more to my position as well. We're going to have to see how that'll play out. I'm just adding a little bit at a time, but I do want to start building a bit of a long position here just in case that purple is the very bottom, because again, guys, that's such a large trading range that the risk compared to the reward, there's quite a lot more upside if this range is going to carry on. So there you have it, you guys. That's basically all I wanted to go over today. That's basically how I was looking at the market ahead of time and how I'm playing it currently. The only other thing I wanted to mention, something to put on the radar, guys, is if we do drop this purple line, I personally don't care because I'm just going to be stopped out of my positions at break even. Like I said, I can't lose on them anymore. But if we do get a bit of a drop, I wouldn't be surprised if we retest this green support line. And again, that was just kind of looking at support here, kind of resistance over here. And as well, I pointed out last night that on this move here, here I actually have to zoom out a little bit. If I pull my Fibonacci from this swing low to swing high, that green line is right on the 382 line. And you guys know that 382 that I just used a few hours ago can be very pinpoint accurate. So if we do end up dropping this purple line, I really would not be surprised to see the $16,000 level, or even potentially lower. We're going to have to see how it plays out. Maybe we will get a much larger bear swing, and you know, in previous videos I've mentioned the potential of dropping all the way down to 13 or 14,000. I don't necessarily think it has to happen, but as traders, guys, we always want to be ready for both scenarios. You don't want to be super stubborn and set in your ways emotionally and just refusing to accept that you might be looking at things wrong. So the way I'm doing it, trading with high leverage, I know I stress this quite often, that I am quick to take profits and quick to update stop losses, and just taking my risk off the table, and just even if I'm wrong, guys, I can still make profits on my trade. So that's kind of how I look at that. But yes, the only other thing I wanted to point out is this DXY chart. This is the US dollar index. You guys know when we dropped this red box that I got quite bearish on the US dollar and quite bullish on crypto. But I also did post on my Twitter at one point that we were in this potential falling wedge, and you guys know falling wedge, as I just played one, are they can be quite bullish. But that being said, we also may take a deeper dive and dip. And I mean, we could just break straight down, but even if we are breaking to the upside, we could get that dip before breaking out with a bit of momentum. And you guys know my stance on that. If the US dollar starts recovering and doing well, I don't see why it would, with all the money printing going on and that sort of shit, guys. But just something to keep on the radar, that if this pattern breaks bullishly, crypto may have a bit harder of a time making any gains. Just seems to be that these two are inverse correlated, so we'll have to see if that carries on. It obviously, nothing has to happen, but again, just being aware of all scenarios, guys. So with that being said, guys, if you do appreciate this content, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or just anything you agree with, disagree with, what you like about the channel, what you don't like about the channel. It's still a new channel, so every bit of feedback is so much appreciated, guys. I can't thank you enough for giving me the time and tuning into my channel and checking things out. So again, just hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you could. Share this video if you think there's some good value here for anybody you know in the trading space who might learn a thing or two. That would just be fantastic, guys. So that all being said, guys, I think I'm done for today. Stay safe, my friends. Peace out.